Good morning and welcome to the FBC, the French Broadcasting Corporation. Around the nation, mixed feelings have been expressed as to the recent events involving Louis Napoleon Bonaparte III. After his first election, Napoleon III was faced with having to share power with the Conservative National Assembly, and after they rudely declined to assist him in his efforts to eternally better the nation, it has been ruled that in an illegal dismissal of the Assembly, Napoleon III has gained power once again. Widespread insurrection in the countryside in southern France has threatened the legitimacy of his movement, and I leave you now to Jean-Baptiste Martin in the field.
As you can see, we are faced with the unfortunate disagreement over whether or not the people want Napoleon to serve a second term. So, we all know that merde connaît, dis pas quoi je devrais. The army should be here. The army should be here any minute, and Zut, Lord, here comes the troops!
Thanks, John. Excitement is brewing here in Paris as we eagerly await the results of the polls. Will Napoleon be re-elected? Here we have Basile Chevrier, a voter, with his thoughts. So, Mr. Chevrier, what do you make of these rumors of Napoleon seizing power in a coup d'etat?
Well, considering the reaction these rumors have received, I'd say that we can be pretty sure they're true. I mean, they sent the whole army out there to crush the revolts. So, quite a radical move, if you ask me.
And what do you think of his promises of restoring universal male suffrage?
I hold Louis Napoleon true to his word. He's been a wonderful leader so far, and frankly, I'd be quite happy if he was in control again. Once he grants us all universal male suffrage again, I have no doubt in my mind that he will quickly become the legal president of France. As a member of the upper middle class, I can give a first-hand account as to how he helped the French people. He protected me, my family, and my business from the socialist challenges of their workers.
So he has your vote, I assume?
Oui, most definitely.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Chevrier.
Pleasure.
Well, citizens, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. I hold in my hand the results of the election. And the outcome is Napoleon is president again for the next 10 years. He had an amazing 92% of the votes. Who knows what wonderful thing he'll do next? And with this happy news, I hand it back to you, news anchor.
Thank you, Monique Gaston-Bleu. Celebration is evident. And now, as a special guest, we have an economist here to tell us about the Emperor Napoleon III's plan for the French economy.
Yes, thank you for having me on the show.
Indeed. Now, we've heard that our Emperor Napoleon has some grand plans for our economy, including the strange ideas like supporting the working class. What can you tell us about this?
Well, Emperor Napoleon believes that economic progress can reduce social and political tensions, and I am inclined to believe him. After all, a good economy will allow plenty of money for the working class, and a happy working class means a happy nation.
So, how would Napoleon go about supporting the working class?
Simple. He has promised that he will provide housing for the working class that will be good quality, and he has even gone so far as to say that he will give workers the right to form unions and organize strikes.
Mon Dieu, how radical!
Yes, it seems shocking at first, but I feel that if Napoleon can pull it off, this will be very beneficial. But don't worry, he also has other important, less radical plans. Two such plans that come to mind are his promises to create new investment banks, development of a massive railroad system, and perhaps most importantly, a complete rebuilding of Paris, with the goal of creating a modern city with improved environment and stimulating the economy through jobs and money available in this endeavor.
Well, that sounds fascinating, but unfortunately we are out of time. Thank you for enlightening us, and I'm sure that we will be in an era of prosperity under Napoleon III.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end this newscast, we have one final guest. Now, without further ado, please welcome the Emperor of France himself, Napoleon III.
Thank you.
Congratulations on another 10 years of rule. How does it feel?
Well, I am absolutely thrilled to have been voted for a second term, and I'm glad to know that the French people support me so unanimously.
Yes, 92% of the votes counted were in your favor. Did you see this coming?
I was fairly confident in winning the election. I have been a rather popular ruler, after all. But the sheer margin by which I won this election was very surprising to me as well.
Interesting. So now that you are officially Emperor Napoleon III, the leader of the French nation, what do you plan to do?
Well, my hope is that through economic progress, social and political tensions will be reduced. To achieve this goal for France, my government will support the economy, encouraging investment banks and the construction of new railroad systems. Also, I plan to instill a program of public works to improve the urban environment, including the rebuilding of Paris, the support of credit unions, and providing better housing for the working class. In the future, once my role is secure, I plan to grant workers the right to form unions and strike.
So the rumor that you hope to aid the working class is true?
Yes, I believe that a happy working class makes for a happier country as a whole.
How radical. But what about the National Assembly? You overthrew them in a coup d'etat. What will become of them now?
I will keep the National Assembly, but it will be restricted from its former power.
Is that so? Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us for this interview.
You're welcome.
Our time today is up, but be sure to tune in tomorrow morning for more updates on this story. Thank you for watching the FBC. And now, a message from our sponsor.
Vive la France!